Hello, welcome back to Bible Stories with Mom. Today, my mom will come and read us another story from the Bible. Today, we'll be reading about when a king came up with an awful plan to try and defeat the children of Israel. Wonder what this plan is. Wonder what will happen. I wonder what God will do. Are you excited to find out what will happen in this story? Well, then, let's begin.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to another story time. I am so excited to find out what is next in our story. So many things happened last time as they wandered in the wilderness. But wait, that reminds me that I have to do a recap. The people stopped at Kadesh, where Miriam died and was buried. The people started to complain again because they did not have water to drink. God told Moses to speak to the rock and it would bring forth water. But Moses was angry and hit the rock. God told Moses and Aaron that they will not go into the promised land because they were disobedient. Moses asked the king of Edom to let them pass through his land, but the king would not let them pass. They journeyed to Mount Hor, where Aaron died. The people complained again, and God sent serpents to bite them. The people asked Moses to pray for them, and when Moses did, God told Moses to make a serpent of brass and put it on a pole. The people were healed when they looked at the serpent on the pole. The children of Israel defeated the Amorites who came out to fight them, and the king of Bashan, and possessed their lands. And that's it. That was our last story. So let's find out what our story will be today. The story for today is The Talking Donkey. What? Have you ever heard a donkey talking? I've heard a donkey go, but I've never heard a donkey talking before. Well, let's read the story and find out more. The children of Israel set forward. They're moving again. Wonder where they're going this time. Let's find out. And pitched in the plains of Moab on this side Jordan by Jericho. Wow. They're near to the land where they're going. Balak, the king of Zippor, was king of the Moabites at that time, and he feared the children of Israel. Wonder why the king is afraid. Let's find out. For he knew of all that they had done to the Amorites. So I can imagine that he heard that the God of Israel is with them and that they have defeated King Sihon and King Og and took their land. So maybe he is afraid that they will do the same to him. Oh dear. Let's read on and find out what he will do. The king decided to send a message to Balaam. Oh, so the king has an idea. But wait, who is Balaam? Do you think it's another king? Or maybe it's the leader of a great big army? Wonder what this message will say. Well, let's find out. There is a people come out from Egypt. They cover the whole land and are close to my country. Come, therefore, I beg you, and curse this people for me, so that I may conquer them and drive them out of the land. For I know that he whom you bless is blessed, and he whom you curse is cursed. Oh, so Balaam is a person that is said to put blessings or curse on people. So I can imagine that this king was probably passing by his window and saw the children of Israel and saw that they were great and many, and he got scared. But he knew that he couldn't defeat them. So he's sending a message to Balaam to come and put a curse on them so that they would be weak and not able to fight. And then he could defeat them. Oh dear, this is not good. Let's read on and find out what will happen. And the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the rewards of divination in their hand. Oh, so they're bringing money to give to this man so that he can come and put a curse on the children of Israel. Let's see what will happen. And they came unto Balaam and spake unto him the words of Balak. And he said unto them, Stay here this night, and I will bring you word again, as the Lord shall speak unto me. And the princes of Moab stayed with Balaam. And God came unto Balaam and said, What men are these with thee? And Balaam said unto God, Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, hath sent them unto me, saying, Behold, there is a people come out of Egypt, which covereth the face of the earth. Come now, curse them. And God said to Balaam, You shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, for they are blessed. Wow. These are God's special people, and He loves them and protects them. And so here He's telling this man, You can't put a curse on them because they are blessed, because God has blessed them, right? What do you think this man will do? Will he listen? Or will he do what the king says? Let's read on and find out. Balaam rose up in the morning and said to the messengers of Balak, Go back to your land. The Lord refuses to let me go with you. Ah, he made the right choice. He decided to be obedient unto God. That's good, right? Yes. And the elders of Moab rose up and went back to Balak and told him that Balaam refused to come with them. Oh dear. Wonder how the king is feeling now that he heard that Balak is not coming to curse the people. Do you think he'll be angry? Well, let's read on and find out. So Balak sent other messengers a greater number and more honorable than the first. Wow. So he's not giving up. He still wants Balaam to come and curse the people. So now he's sending more important people to Balaam. Wonder if he'll also send more money too. Oh, let's find out. They came to Balaam and said to him, "We bring a message from Balak, the king. Let nothing prevent you from coming to me, I beg of you, for I will give you very great honor." Wow. So he's telling him that he can make him into an important person, right? "I will do whatever you tell me. I beg you then to come and curse this people for me." Wow. The king really wants his help, doesn't he? But let's hear what Balaam will say. Balaam answered the servant of the king, saying, "If Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the words of the Lord to do less or more." Wow. A house full of silver and gold, that's a lot of riches, right? But he's saying, even if the king gave him that much money, he would not be able to do it because he must be obedient unto God. Wow. Let's see what will happen next. "So I ask you also to stay here this night, so that I may know what the Lord will say further to me." Oh, so he's inviting them to stay again so that he can go back and find out what God will say. Do you think God will change his mind and say, "Okay, you can go and curse my people"? I don't think so, but let's read on and find out. "And God came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, If the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them." What? God is giving him permission to go? I think we should keep reading and find out more. "If the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, that shalt thou do." Oh, now I get it. He can go, but he can only say what God tells him to say. Ah, that's smart. All right, so let's read on and see what will happen next. Will Balaam be excited to go, or will he choose not to go? Let's find out. "And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his donkey and went with the princes of Moab. And God's anger was kindled because he went. And the angel of the Lord stood in the way against him. Now he was riding upon his donkey, and the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way." Wow. Wonder why the angel is standing in the way. Let's find out more. The donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way with his sword drawn in his hand. So the donkey turned aside out of the way and went into the field. Oh dear. I can imagine that the donkey was afraid when he saw the angel with his sword. So he ran into the field. But can you imagine how embarrassed Balaam must have felt because his donkey was making him look bad in front of the princes? Let's read on and see what Balaam will do. Balaam beat the donkey to turn her back onto the path. Oh no. Donkeys can be really stubborn. I can imagine that he was trying to get the donkey back on the path. But then he started beating the donkey. That's not nice. It's not nice to hurt animals, is it? No. So if you have a pet, you should make sure that you take very good care of your pets and treat them nicely, right? All right, let's keep reading and find out more. But the angel of the Lord stood in the path of the vineyard, a wall being on both sides. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she pushed herself against a wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall. Oh no! The angel blocked the path again, and the donkey had no place to go. So he squeezed against the wall, and Balaam's foot was crushed. Ouch! That must really hurt. Wonder what he will do now. I hope he will not hit that donkey again. Let's read on and find out. So Balaam beat the donkey again. Uh-oh. This is not good. The angel of the Lord went further and stood in a narrow place where there was no way to turn, neither to the right or to the left. Uh-oh, he's fenced in. There's no way to go. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam. Balaam must be wondering, what's happening to this donkey? Why is he behaving so strange? Balaam was even more angry, and he beat the donkey with a staff. Oh dear. Then the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey, and she said to Balaam, "What have I done to you that you have beaten me these 3 times?" Uh-oh. God made the donkey speak and asked Balaam, "Why are you hurting me?" Oh dear. What would you do if you heard your pet talking? Would you be scared? Would you run away? Oh dear. Let's find out more. Balaam said to the donkey, "Because you have mocked me, I wish there was a sword in my hand, for now I would kill you." Uh-oh. Balaam, he is so angry that he doesn't even realize that he's talking to a donkey. Oh boy, this is not good. Let's read on and find out more. Then the donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your donkey, upon which you have ridden ever since I became yours? Have I ever treated you so before?" Oh. "No," said Balaam. So God opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way with his sword drawn in his hand. Wow, that must be scary. All right, let's see what Balaam will do now that he can see the angel. And he bowed bowed his head and fell flat on his face. And the angel of the Lord said to him, "Why have you beaten your donkey these 3 times?" So, 3 times the angel blocked the path. Why is he preventing Balaam from going to see the king? Let's read on more and find out. "I went out to stand against you because your way is against me." Oh. "The ass saw me and turned from me these 3 times. If she had not turned from me, I would surely have killed you and save her." Wow. So Balaam is being disobedient. God knows her heart, and I can imagine that Balaam was riding, going to see the king, and in his heart, he was probably so excited about all the honor and the money that this king could have given him. And so he was probably planning to go and curse the children of God, right? So he could get this reward. But that's not what God said. So God saw his heart and saw the plan that he had in his heart. So God sent an angel to stop him. But the donkey spared his life. Oh, wow. So let's hear what Balaam will say now to the angel, now that the angel tells him that what he's planning in his heart is not right. "I have sinned, for I did not know that you were standing in the way against me. So now, if it displease you, I will go back again." So now he's saying he will go back home. But the angel of the Lord said to Balaam, "Go with the men, but you shall speak only the words that I tell you." So he was reminding Balaam that he must be obedient and do what God says, right? All right, let's read on and find out what happens next. So Balaam went with the princes of Balak. And when Balak heard that Balaam had come, he went out to meet him. And he said to Balaam, "Did I not urgently send for you? Why did you not come to me? Am I not able to give you great honors?" So I can imagine that the king was a bit upset that Balaam refused to come. But let's hear what Balaam will say. "But have I now power at all to say anything? I shall speak the words that God put into my mouth." Nice. So Balaam is telling the king that I can only say what God tells me to say. The next day, Balak brought Balaam up into the high place so that he could see all the camps of the people of Israel. Then Balaam said to Balak, "Build here 7 altars and prepare 7 oxen and 7 rams." So they're going to make a sacrifice. Balak did as Balaam said, and together they offered on every altar a bullock and a ram. Then Balaam said to Balak, "Stand by your burnt offering, and I will go and see whether the Lord will come to me." Whatever he commands me, I will tell you. So Balaam went to the top of a hill, and God met with him and said to him, Return to Balak, and you shall speak the words I give you. Wow. I'm excited to hear what these words will be. All right, let's keep reading and find out. And he took up his parable and said, Balak, the king of Moab, hath brought me from Aram out of the mountains of the east, saying, Come, curse me, Jacob, and come, defy Israel. How shall I curse whom God hath not cursed? Or how shall I defy whom the Lord hath not defied? For from the top of the rocks I see him, and from the hills I behold him. Lo, the people shall dwell alone, and shall not be reckoned among the nations. Who can count the dust of Jacob? Let me die the death of the righteous, and let my last end be like this. Wow. So those are the words that God put in Balaam's mouth. And so those are the words that he had to speak. Wow. Let's hear what the king will say. And Balak said unto Balaam, What have you done unto me? I took thee to curse mine enemies, and behold, thou hast blessed them altogether. And Balaam answered and said, Must I not take heed to speak what the Lord hath put in my mouth? So Balaam is reminding him that he has to say what God tells him to say. All right, let's find out what the king will do next. And Balak said unto him, Come, I pray thee, with me unto another place, from whence thou mayest see them, and curse them for me from thence. And he built 7 altars, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. And he said unto Balak, Stand here, while I meet the Lord yonder. And the Lord met Balaam, and put a word in his mouth, and said, Go again unto Balak, and say thus. And Balak said unto him, What had the Lord spoken? The king is excited to find out what God said. Are you excited to find out what God said? Well, let's hear. And he took up his parable and said, Rise up, Balak, and hear. God is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Behold, I have received commandments to bless, and he hath blessed, and I cannot reverse it. He hath not beheld iniquity in Jacob, neither hath he seen perverseness in Israel. The Lord his God is with him, and the shout of a king is among them. God brought them out of Egypt. He hath the strength of a unicorn. Surely there is no enchantments against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. So God is saying these things, enchantments and divination, cannot work against the children of Israel. Behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion, and lift up himself as a young lion, and shall not lie down until he eats of his prey. That means he will destroy all those who stand against him. Oh dear. Oh, those are some strong words. Wonder how the king will feel this time. Let's hear. And Balak said unto Balaam, neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all. But Balaam answered and said unto Balak, told not I thee, saying all the word speaketh that I must do? So he's reminding him, whatever God says, that I will do. And Balak said unto Balaam, come, I pray thee, I will bring thee unto another place. Maybe it will please God that thou mayest curse them from thence. What? This king really wants Balaam to curse the people. He's not giving up. Oh dear. God will not curse his people. God loves these people. Oh, well, let's find out what God will say this time. And Balak took Balaam onto the top of Peor, and he built 7 altars and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. Wow, so many sacrifices, right? And when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he went not as at other times to seek for enchantments, but he set his face towards the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in his tents according to their tribes. Wow. And the Spirit of God came upon him, and he took up his parable and said, how goodly are thy tents, O Jacob, and thy tabernacles, O Israel. As the valleys are, they spread forth, as gardens by the riverside, as trees of aloes which the Lord hath planted, and a cedar tree beside the waters. He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brought him forth out of Egypt. He had as it were the strength of a unicorn. He shall destroy the nations, his enemies, and shall break their bones and pierce them through with arrows. He crouched, he lay down as a lion, and as a great lion, who shall stir him up? Blessed is he that blesseth thee, and cursed is he that curseth thee. Uh-oh. The king is trying to curse them. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's find out more. And Balak's anger was kindled against Balaam, and he smote his hands together. And Balak said unto Balaam, I call thee to curse mine enemies, and behold, thou hast altogether blessed them these 3 times. Therefore, go now to thy place. I thought to promote thee unto great honor, but the Lord hath kept thee back from honor. Oh dear. So the king is very upset at Balaam, And he's saying, I was going to give you great honor. So he was probably going to give him lots of riches, right? Lots of money. But he's saying, because you only did what God said, I cannot give this to you anymore. What do you think Balaam will do? Well, let's find out. And Balaam said unto Balak, Spake I not also to thy messengers, which thou sent unto me, saying, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the commandments of the Lord to do either good or bad of mine own mind? Oh, so I can imagine that Balak remembered that scary encounter that he had with the angel. All right, let's find out what happens next. And now, behold, I go unto my people, but come therefore, and I will tell thee what this people shall do to thy people in the latter days. Ooh, this is exciting. I want to hear. And he took up his parable and said, I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel. That's a king. I think he's talking about Jesus. Wow, let's read on and find out more. And shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Seth. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly. Wow, they will be brave and strong, and they will win many battles. And Balaam rose up and went and returned to his place, and Balak also went his way. So I can imagine that the king was very disappointed because Balaam was not able to curse the children of Israel because God was protecting them, right? God blessed them, so no one can curse them. Wow, amazing. Even though Balaam obeyed God and said what God told him to say, he still really wanted a reward from the king of Moab. So Balaam came up with a very evil plan. He told the king that he should trick the children of Israel to disobey God so that God would be angry with them and would no longer be among them. And then they could be defeated. Oh no, that's not nice, is it? All right, let's find out what this plan is. He told the king that he should get the children of Israel to sin with the women of his city and cause them to worship their false god. Oh dear. We can remember that God commanded the children of Israel not to worship any other gods. Remember when the children of Israel made and worshiped that golden calf? God was very angry and many people died. Oh dear. So Balaam thinks that if they get the children of Israel to worship a false god and disobey the Lord, then God would be angry with his people and would punish them. Do you think the king will trick God's people? Do you think the people will go and worship a false god? Well, let's find out. The king took Balaam's advice and caused the children of Israel to sin against God with the women of Moab. And they invited them to the sacrifices of their gods. And the people eat and worship their gods. Oh no! Balaam's plan worked. Oh dear, this is not good. What do you think will happen now? Uh-oh. Let's read on and find out. The Lord was angry with the children of Israel, and he told Moses to slay everyone that worshipped the false god, that his anger may turn away from the people. So Moses told the judges to slay all the people that did this evil thing. Wow. Oh dear. What have they done? This is not good. But let's read on and find out what happens next. The children of Israel were very sad, and they were weeping in front of the tabernacle of God. I can imagine that they were telling God sorry and asking him to forgive them for what they did, right? But while this was happening, a prince of Israel brought a Midianite woman right in front of everyone. Oh no! This is one of the sinful women that caused them to worship false god. He brought her into the camp and is passing right in front of the tabernacle where everyone is weeping before God. Uh-oh, this is not good. What do you think will happen now? Do you think God will punish the people for this? Well, let's find out. But when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar the priest, saw this, he went and took up a javelin. Wow, wonder what he's going to do with that javelin. And he followed the man to his tent and killed him and the woman. Oh dear, I can imagine he was very angry that this prince was doing this wicked thing before God. All right, let's keep reading. There was a plague that was in the camp during this time because of what they did. But when Phinehas killed the man and the woman, the plague stopped. Wow. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, hath turned my wrath away from the children of Israel, while he was zealous for my sake among them. I consume not the children of Israel in my jealousy. Because of this, I give unto him and his seed, that's his children, my covenant of peace, even the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. So his children will be priests, right? Because he was zealous for his God and made an atonement for the children of Israel. So God was pleased with what Phinehas did. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Afflict the Midianites and smite them, for they afflict you with their tricks in causing you to sin against God. And the children of Israel warred against the Midianites as the Lord commanded Moses. All the men, the king of Midian, and Balaam the son of Beor were slain with the sword. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire. And they brought all the spoils, that's all the things that they found in the city, like gold or animals, and they brought all of that onto Moses and Eleazar the priest. Wow. So God was not happy with what they did in trying to trick his people and to get his people to sin against him. That was not nice, right? Right. Wow. What a story! We've learned so much. But I love this story because it shows how much God loves his people. It reminds me of a verse in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. It says, "For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth," right? So God considers us his children. So this verse is telling us that because God loves us so much, he corrects us when we do something wrong. Because he wants us to be with him forever, right? He knows that no sin can be around him. So he teaches us how to live the right way so that we can do the right things and live with him forever. Just like our parents, if we do something wrong, they will correct us, right? But if you have a friend and your friend tells you to do something wrong, does that friend cares for you? No. If you do something wrong and your friend does not correct you, but tells you that it's okay, then that's not a good friend. That friend doesn't love you. But Jesus loves us. So when we do something wrong, he will correct us and show us the right thing to do, so we will not repeat our mistakes. Right? Right. Thank you so much for listening to this story with me. God bless you. I hope you enjoyed the story. See you next time. Okay, boys and girls, are you ready for question time? Well, let's begin because I think these donkeys are ready. All right, let's go. First question. Who beat the donkey? That was not nice, was it? Was it Balaam? Was it the angel? Or was it Balak? This question is quite tricky, so think about it carefully. Balaam, the angel, or Balak? Do you have an answer? All right, let's check your answer. Balaam. Balaam beat the donkey. Hope you got it right. All right, let's move on. Question number 2. How many times did the angel block the path? Was it 7 times, 3 times, or just 1 time? What do you think? Can you remember? All right, let us check our answer. 3 times. Yes, that's right. All right, let's see where the farmer is going now. Let's check the third question that the farmer has for us. What did they sacrifice? Remember, they made 7 altars and they made a sacrifice. So, what did they sacrifice? Was it oxen and rams, donkeys, or cats and rats? Think about it and try to remember the story. All right? Did you get it? All right, let's see. Oxen and rams. Yes, that's it. I hope you got it. All right. That's a nice area. All right, let's see what question he has for us. Question 4. What did Balaam do to the Israelites? Did he bless them? Did he forgive them? Or did he curse them? What did he do to the children of Israel? I think this one is easy. Let's check the answer. He blessed them. Remember, the king was so upset. He said 3 times, "You bless them." Oh, amazing. All right. Let's see the last question that the farmer has for us. Question 5. Who took up the javelin? Remember when that prince came in the camp with that sinful woman? Someone got a javelin. Who did? Was it Moses? Was it Phineas? Or was it Eliezer? This is a hard question. Think about this one. Moses, Phineas, or Eliezer? All right, let's check our answer. I hope you made a guess. Let's see if you got it right. Oh, it was Phineas. Nice. I hope you got it. Yes, Phineas got the javelin. Wow. God was pleased with him. All right, that's it for our questions. You did a good job. Thank you so much for answering the questions with me. All right, let's see what we will do next. Okay, boys and girls, it's game time. Wonder what game we're going to play today? Let's find out. Guess that sound? Sounds easy. Let's try. Instructions. Listen to the sound, then make a guess. I think we can do that. Are you ready? First sound. Do you know what that sound is? Oh, let's listen again. I think I have an idea. Let's check. Coins. Balaam really wanted those gold coins from the king, right? All right, let's listen to another sound. Shh. Do you know what that sound is? Let's listen again. I'm not sure. I think I have a guess. Do you have a guess? It's a sword! The angel had a sword, right? Wow, I like that one. All right, let's listen to this sound. This one sounds easy. I know, it's a donkey. Yes, that's the sound of a donkey. Let's listen again. One more sound. I know this one. It's a ram. They sacrificed a ram, right? Yes, good job. Amazing. This was fun. Thank you for playing with me. I hope you had fun. Don't forget, join me for a song. Goodbye. See you next time. God bless you.
The Lord